俺たちの力の源はいわば怨念。
What's going on, everyone? So I'm going to be talking about Kokuto. He's the only character I got from the movie 4 Summons, and he is amazing. I tried him in 4 different builds, which I will be going through. And yeah, I think they were all great. I actually beat the quest in about the same time with all of them, which is actually impressive considering he's an SP character. But his attack is decent and his range is good. His speed is average on his NAD. But I'll go to that here in a bit. I actually, unlike my other, like my rewinds and stuff, I actually put the best things I had on this. As you can see, 3 25 NAD links, a golden chappie, a golden, a golden chappie, a regular chappie, both at plus 30, and a pumple at plus 20 attack. So, yeah, as you can see, that attack, that NAD is just insane. Yeah, he's not as fast as some of the other characters, for example, White Zangetsu or Halloween Yoruichi. But his attack's not bad. His attack speed isn't bad. I want to say it might be a little faster, if not the same as Ishin's, which is just like normal speed. It's just normal. But it's a lot of damage. You can see that 8k damage right there. And the best part about this build is that because he has Frenzy, it actually doesn't hurt your strong attack. I mean, it does hurt your strong attacks having 0 SP. But look at that. I wiped out 4 enemies with a strong attack too. It was great, because even though it's 0, it still does a ton of damage. The reason for that is because your actual attack stat does have something to do with the damage that you deal with your strong attacks. It's not just your SP, your attack does have something to do with it. That's why if you get 2 characters with the same SP, but one has a higher attack than the other, the higher attack one is going to do more damage, because it does play into effect. And because his attack is ridiculous, and he has Frenzy, meaning they hit twice, it's enough to actually take out some characters. I don't know if I'm able to take out some of those big guys. It's been a couple days since I filmed this, so I don't know if I was able to actually take out some of the bigger guys with 1 strong attack. I think I did at one point, but I'm not entirely, can't exactly remember because you have to guard break them. But yeah, it's a great build. It's actually, I might have enjoyed this build the most, to be honest with you guys. I really enjoyed this build. Also, I'm doing, for all 4 of these runs, I am doing the Ichigo raid, tag team Ichigo raid. It's a red raid with Soul Reapers. He has a Soul Reaper killer, so it works out well. I did get hurt a lot in this build, and I think all of the other builds I got hurt a lot because I was trying to use my special, and the game was delaying, so they got their chance to hurt me. But managed to pull off the special, which is paralysis. That's the only thing I don't like about this build, is that your special is pretty much only used for paralysis, which is not terrible, because obviously it's still debilitating stun, so they're stuck there for like 5 seconds. They're stuck there for a while, but it doesn't actually do damage. But still, 158 was pretty good. The next build is the strong attack damage build, also 25, 25, 25 on the strong attack damage. But my accessories for this weren't that great, so I think I was only able to boost it 900 and something. For the attack, I think I was able to boost him at 1,000, which is saying something because his attack isn't the best stat. But so you can see, it's a great build. Ton of damage to be had. I did have to resort. You'll see me use my normal attack a lot in this because I have to wait for my strong attacks to recharge. Kokuto does have the strong attack recharge link, which does help a little bit. 12% is saves you, I think, 1 second off the strong attack 1 or 2 seconds off of 2, and a few seconds off of strong attack 3. So it does help out a little bit, and the damage is great. Strong attack 1 I have a little bit of a problem with, if I'm being honest. I feel like it doesn't hit enough for those big guys to actually deal that much damage, since you have to guard break them, and the first 2 hits will be used to actually break their guard. They do still deal a lot of damage, it's just since it doesn't hit too many times, the guard break kind of slows you down. But yeah, you see it kind of saves 2 seconds off a strong attack too. So it's like 1, 2, and 3, just about. But it's a great build. I'm not gonna lie, when I was doing this build, I was impressed with the damage, but I still preferred the normal attack build. Even though he was dealing more damage with the strong attacks, I was actually able to knock out some of the weaker enemies with the strong attacks as well. I was almost getting the same results because the weaker enemies were dying with the strong attacks, and my in the normal attack build, the previous build, and the heavier characters weren't. And it's kind of a similar situation here, where the normal attack, the strong attack 1 isn't knocking out the bigger enemies immediately as well. The other two are. They're doing a pretty good job. I did also get slowed down by the fact that there's some of the stealth force hiding underground. That one kind of sucked, but I was still able to do it. Here we are at the boss. I think I have the same problem again on this. Like I said, I filmed it a few days ago, but I believe I have the same problem as I did before, where I try to use my special and he refuses to use it until he gets hurt. But this time it does do damage, and I was able to quickly take him out that way. Now you'll notice on this one, even though my special actually activated and it saved a lot of time at the end, this build was actually slower than the last one. I got at 159, it passed pretty quickly. I got 159. Now this one, I kind of tricked it a little bit. I actually did a strong attack recharge build, except instead of 14, 14, 14, I used 14, 14, and then Yoroichi, Frenzy Yoroichi, which has 11 and plus 16 strong attack damage. I did that just to get an extra 16% more damage, which is a lot, because it does he does have frenzy, so it's still 16% either way, but it kind of doubles the damage, which is nice. And I like this build a lot more. I didn't have to resort to my normal attack as much. I did still use it for enemies that I didn't feel I needed to waste a strong attack on, but they were back so quickly, and it was so nice. I still kind of have a problem with the strong attack one, but at least this way it was killing the enemies immediately, like the other two builds. Some of the stronger enemies didn't die, I think, in one shot, but that was the same, it was the same way for all my other builds as well. Even though the strong attack damage build, they weren't dying immediately because 2 of those 4 hits were being used for guard breaking. So, it's really nothing lost. Still, it's a great, it's the build I feel like he was supposed to have. He was supposed to have the strong attack recharge build. That's his own link, and he works really well with them. I do think that I don't actually remember what my time on this one was. I do think it was a little bit better than my other 2 builds. It's a strong attack recharge build, so it kind of makes sense if it was, just because you can kind of spam your strong attacks. Kokuto doesn't exactly have full screen strong attacks. His strong attack 3 is kind of the closest thing to that, but even that one is not full screen, but it does have like a vortex effect, which I love. I love that they're doing that with characters. The Tech Team Shuei has it, Tech Team Yama has it, he has it, White Zangetsu has it. Some of the other characters, I think I'm missing one that has it as well. Rukia has it, but Kokuto, I don't know if he's in special here. Kokuto and all of the other characters who have it, you will notice that mag on that strong attack isn't 120, because it hits so many times it's not 120. This one I did a little bit of a hybrid. I used two frenzy links to boost my normal attack and my strong attack, and then I used a 14 recharge, so I had a little bit of everything. I had 2 of everything, which was nice. And I absolutely love this build the most. I don't know if this was the fastest run. I think the fastest run was the one before it. I think it was a minute and 53 seconds. But this build is by far my favorite. It's just, you deal so much damage with everything. They still get knocked out. The bigger enemies still don't get knocked out, but that's nothing new. That strong attack 3 is amazing. Like I said, it doesn't have a 120% mag, but I think it deals as much damage just because it hits so many times, and it has a chance to inflict weakening. And if you get that, then you're in luck, because you do more damage anyway. So, but yeah, it's just such a great build. I'm not doing the 6 to 8k that I was doing with the normal attack build, and even my strong attacks got a little bit lower than my strong attack damage build. But they are higher than the strong attack recharge build. The recharge time isn't as fast, but who needs recharge when you have a normal attack that's great? Obviously, it could be better. My accessories for this build could definitely be better. I don't have the best accessories for that build. Golden Chappy, a Golden Yuki and a Golden Pupples would have been great, but sadly, I don't have that kind of luck. Still, you can see it's just a beautiful, beautiful build. I actually like this build the most. Not the most effective. I still think the most effective is the strong attack recharge build. But when it comes to fun, look at that. I'm already at 401 combo, and it's just a fun build. I actually recommend you try this build out for him, just because his normal attack's actually really fun. And I would actually try out a normal attack build on him alone, just nad even chappied, because his strong attack 3 acts like a vortex where it gets everyone in one place, so even if you don't kill him, you get a chance to weaken them, and then they're all in one place to be hit with your normal attack, which is, you know, a bonus. So there you have it. That's Kokuto. That's also been 10 minutes of me talking. Yeah, that's all I got for this video. Let me see the final time on this guy. Minute 42. Wow, okay, never mind. This was definitely the best run. I take it back. This was the best run. Best build. I thought the other one was. Okay, I'm gonna start talking. Stop talking. Okay, bye.